what's happening Wednesday? This is Dev from Tiny Enormous. That was a clip from our new single, Another Only, which came out last Saturday. I put a card up top and link in the description if you want to check that out. But this show, or this episode, is going to be about my 5 favorite shows this year. I looked at my calendar, I realized I didn't have any more shows coming up, and this seems like the perfect time to do it. Number 1, unquestionably, was Pantera at First Avenue. If you don't know what happened, Pantera was opening for Metallica on the first of their 2 nights here in the Twin Cities, and they booked a surprise show under the name Cowboys from Hell at First Avenue, the club where Prince shot all of the music scenes for Purple Rain. It's a legendary place here. It sounds amazing. It feels amazing in there. And it was the smallest show Pantera had played in 30 years. It was incredible. Rob and Kirk from Metallica were on hand and came out and sang the chorus for Walk with them. It was just an absolute blast, a dream come true. And to make things even better, 2 of my friends were coming up from Pennsylvania for the Metallica concerts, and I got to call them while they were coming up because I was able to get into the ticket queue super early, and I was able to call them up while they were driving in and be like, "Happy birthday! I just got us tickets to see the smallest Pantera show of the last 30 years." It was just a magical night. Number 2, and a very, very close number 2, would be Julian Lage at the Fitzgerald Theater in September. Julian Lage is what I kind of think is the closest thing to a Jeff Beck that we have with this current generation of guitarists. Someone that, no matter who you are, if you play guitar, you listen to enough of his playing, everyone goes, yeah, he's better than all of us. And he's just a wonderful ambassador for music, and the way that he and Jorge Roeder and Dave King play off of one another is just absolutely magical. I don't know even how to explain it. I don't know if it's still up. If it is, I'll put a link in the description. Jazz 88 and Danny Sigelman, friend of the band and former drummer for Tiny Enormous, has a show on Jazz 88 here locally, and they broadcast the last hour or the first hour of that show. If the stream is still up, I'll put a link down below. You have to skip I believe it's about 2 hours into the show before they go live from the Fitzgerald Theater. It's totally worth a listen. It's absolutely an amazing show. The third one I would have to go with Hosts the Planets by the Symphony Orchestra. I actually I saw the orchestra more this year than I have in the last probably 10 years combined. And Hosts Planets was the first CD I ever had. The first 2 CDs I got when I was a kid. I was allowed to buy 2 for, I think it was my birthday or something. But I just inherited a CD player from one of my sisters. And the first 2 that I got were Hosts the Planets and MC Hammer's Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em. So that was a good day. And it was really cool to see that show. But in particular, there was, in the first set, which wasn't the Planets, they had a guy come out, Hu Hui, and he played the Chang, an ancient Chinese mouth organ that I had never heard before. And it was spellbinding. He was incredible. And it really changed the way that I approach playing the melodica, as silly and as weird as that sounds. So you'll hear some melodica on the new album, and a lot of the new approaches that I take to it were really informed by watching Hu Hui play the Chang before Hosts the Planets. Only 2 more. Oh God. Well, Herbie Hancock, absolutely. I saw Herbie Hancock at the State Theater in April in Minneapolis, and it was incredible. If I have a musical hero, it's probably Herbie Hancock. I don't study his music the way I do a lot of other people's, but a lot of that has to do with the fact that he's done everything from drum and bass to solo jazz piano and has never stopped being just one of the best ever. So, there's a lot to grok there. But he put out immaculate vibes while he was playing, and it was just incredible to see. He also had a great variety of different experience levels on stage, and they were melding together to create something really, really special. What a treat it was to actually see him live. Oh my God, do I only have one more? Because I see Ed behind me, and Iron Maiden was incredible this year. And recency might have a bit to do with this, but I think that's going to get edged out for my number 5 spot by Cory Wong. Seeing him come back with his amazing band and talk about putting out a positive and happy and enjoyable vibe. Cory Wong, it's almost like a party that everyone is invited to. And that was an incredible show. It was also them coming back here. If you don't know, they're a Twin Cities band also. And they were getting back here and playing the last show of this leg of their tour. And Couch opened Revelation. I love Couch. I'm going to check out a lot more of Couch moving forward. But yeah, I think that's going to bump Iron Maiden down to honorable mention. Or I'm just going to say this is my 6 favorite shows of the year. I'm sure I'm missing some. I'm really looking forward to 2025, but this is going to be a tough year to to improve on. If I got some of those wrong, or if you saw something really awesome, and specifically if there's a recording of it online, put a link down in the comments, and I'll see you around. Cheers. Oh, and here's a little bit more of another only. At the end of the video, there'll be a box so you can check out the full video if you want to. Cheers.